Matt for AVNation.tv. We are here at CEDIA Expo 2018 in lovely San Diego, California. We are in the SurgeX booth with Jimmy. Jimmy, how you doing?
Hey, good man, real good.
You and I have talked a lot. You've come on Resi Week quite a few times. We always have great conversations, but today we're not talking generalities. We are talking SurgeX in particular, and specifically power. Let's talk about some power.
Yeah, this year, kind of right on the cusp of CEDIA, coming to, we had a great real-world example of a guy who was like stuck with some just ridiculous power issues at a home in Southern California, and ultimately during our discussions we decided, hey, the best thing to do would be to take control of our power situation. Okay. And it took a little bit of like meeting up with the homeowner, the estate manager, and the electrical firm that was involved, and trying to figure out what they were going to accomplish and why they were seeing some of the power-related issues they were experiencing with the gear inside the system. Okay. And then it was like, hey, you know what? If ultimately you want to just take away the idea that the transformer outside the home is going to predict basically what we're going to get as an experience inside the home, let's eliminate that as a viable source of power. Let's take control of power and make sure that it's stable and clean for the entire AV system and or lighting load. Okay. And so we're showing a demonstration here, which is pretty effective, with an online dual conversion UPS that happens to be able to generate up to 9,000 watts of power for a sub panel that's going to handle an entire AV load and or lighting. Okay. And the trade show floor is just great to give it a real world demo of
great real world example.
How noisy power is.
Right.
And then how we can drop that noise floor down to where it almost doesn't exist. Virtually eliminating noise, just like we eliminate surges. Right.
So when integrators are looking at problems that they're trying to solve, a lot of times they do start going down that rabbit hole, not being able to find it. Quite often, putting something like this in where they're able to monitor power, that gives them that foundation to know that, okay, everything coming in is stable or unstable, we need to address it. How do they go about actually doing that?
It can be complex and it can be very easy. It just depends on at what level, what complexity level, sensitivity level the AV system is that we're talking about. Mm-hmm. So if we have a lot of stuff and we need to drive that with a UPS, then it needs to be a big UPS. If we have maybe just a rack or two and there's not a ton of high power demand worth of gear inside that system, we can use a smaller UPS. So virtually any level of system, budget-wise and complexity and sensitivity level-wise, we can address with the dealers across the country to mitigate against fluctuating power, ground contamination, neutral to ground voltage issues. Okay. The demo here at CEDIA is to take a look at neutral to ground voltage coming in from the grid, and then take that out of the equation by running it through a dual conversion online UPS. It has an isolation transformer in it, and watching that neutral to ground voltage go from somewhere around 3 volts on a consistent level to well below 1 millivolt.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, when you start to show this to a client, does this make that sale significantly easier for the integrator?
Yeah, especially if they're in touch with the fact that the utility, the grid, is not bringing us very good power quality. Right. They might, in their head, think of power quantity. The lights are on. Mm-hmm. The AV system is wigging out on me. There's something that I can't do. Whether it's the TV goes black on me, it's the remote that doesn't communicate. Systems are getting interrupted. Devices within systems are not in sync with each other or miscommunicating. All of those things can be related to some sort of power anomaly or event that's going on that they're just unaware of, because to them, the homeowner, a lot of times it's just about the lights are on, and somebody showed me we have 120 for a given moment at the wall outlet.
Very good. So to get dealers to know more about this, learn how to apply this to their customers, how can they do that?
We'd have them come to any one of our sales reps across the country. Go to esp.surgex.com if they want to get a contact point. They're not sure who to contact. Okay. That's probably a good area to go to.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Jimmy. I appreciate all your time.
Yeah, you bet.
For more coverage from the show floor and to learn more about AVNation, please visit AVNation.tv. That's AVNation.tv.